We're with head baseball coach Brian Raabe. And Brian, an exciting season as we get started here. You're coming off of two postseason appearances in the last couple of years. Talk about where your team's at right now as you're about to kick off your 2014 season.
Well, we're very excited about it. We finally get to play baseball rather than play in the SRC, and there's a lot of snow on the ground, so it's going to be great to play baseball and get outside finally. But we're very excited about it. We think we have got a good mix of veterans and young players coming in. We think we recruited okay, so now's the time to see what they can do.
Well, you talk about the grid group of returning players coming back, also your newcomers. Talk about what they bring as a leadership perspective and also who you're excited about to be on the field.
Well, the big thing is we've got a lot of players now that have 2 years of experience playing in playoff baseball. They've been in a playoff contention now. We had to kind of win it on the last day 2 years in a row. So we have that experience, which I'm excited about. And I think some of the talent that we brought in that are freshmen that we think is really good talent, but now we got to go and show it onto the field. So that leadership and that mix of youth and leadership but talent, we're hoping that it all comes together. But that's why you play the games. You just don't know until you get out there and start playing the games. But our schedule is going to be a very tough schedule this year. It's not there's not a lot of give me games in there, if any at all. There's a lot of good teams that we're playing to try to test us a little bit and see get us ready for the MIAC season, because every time you play a MIAC team, it's a game on type of day.
Well, you just talked about the strength of schedule this year. You kick it off this year against two non-conference opponents. First, UW Stout, team from the very good WIAC League, and then also an NAIA school that has the opportunity to provide more scholarships. And this weekend you go to Illinois. Talk about what that experience will be like away from the Dome and, again, that non-conference tough competition.
Well, we need to pray for no rain, snow, or sleet when we're down there. But it sounds like we're going to be able to get the games in. They had a winter storm on Monday, and it sounds like by Friday it should be in the 50s. So I think weather-wise, I'm hoping and think that it's going to be okay. But it's time to get outside and play. I mean, we play in that type of weather here all the time. We're the northern school. I'll be honest with you, playing in a dome is a great advantage when we had it here. We don't have that anymore. But I tell you what, our guys are very excited. It's a great bonding time. We're going to be in the bus for 12 hours, so we better get along pretty good.
Well, let's talk about real quick before we close. Talk about what the last 3-4 weeks have been of preseason camp, if you will. What are you working on? What's the SRC allow you to do, and what are you trying to get better at?
Northern schools, from my experience being a college baseball coach, college player here when I played, and also professional player. I mean, the one thing in Minnesota and the northern schools, we get to become very good fundamental teams. We get to work on different things like jump steps out in the outfield to make sure that we get good jumps on the ball. In the infield, we want to make sure, yes, we're on a different floor than on turf. We get that, but we make sure that our footwork's right, our arm angles are right, all those things are right. So we want to make sure that we are a fundamentally sound baseball team. If we can out-fundamental the opponent, we feel we can win every single game. So that's kind of what we're trying to do, get ready for those situations there. And then, we go out down south and play a little bit and see what happens.
All right, well, let's start off the weekend well this weekend. A doubleheader against both Robert Morris and UW Stout.
Looking forward to it. Go Royals.
Thanks, Coach.